Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Clemson's offense as they take control of the football first. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. Motion from the wideout. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Woods. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his man. It's Woods. At midfield, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Now from inside the red zone. Pressure coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete, going for the touchdown, but instead I think they're going to have to wear a penalty. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Rushes on him. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Makes the grab in the corner.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Florida Atlantic's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of his passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip?
Here's a little room there. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. Turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Dahl. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Gonna have to run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Pushes toward the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. DB's right up on the receivers. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Houghton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. To the ground to try to move the chains. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Unloads to the right. That's reeled in. It's Russ. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The play action fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls it in. It's Hawk. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Looking for room. It's Dahl. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Top five up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Power football with the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Trying to do it on the ground. There's some room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3. Defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short?
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they have to...
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Makes the grab. Now with a